Kilo Alpha 2, Alpha Bravo Alpha. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Juliet George Foxtrot. A little bit late there. I got somebody else all of a sudden. Come in on that. Juliet George Foxtrot. So try to get.
Yes, Mike 0, Japan Charlie Foxtrot. Mike 0, Japan Charlie Foxtrot. The name is Mark, just south of the city of London. Back to you.
Alright, very good. I think I got you down. Mike 0, Julia Golf Foxtrot. KA2ABA returning. My name is Steve over here in the office in New York this morning. Mike 0, Julia Golf Foxtrot. KA2ABA. Name is Steve. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL, Steve. QSL, correction on my call sign. It's not George, it's Canada. The middle letter of my suffix is Canada. So it's Mike 0, Japan, Canada, Florida, if that helps you. The name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. I'm about 15 miles southeast of the city of London in the county of Kent. And today, Steve, I'm just using about 90 watts, 90 watts in a 5/8 wave antenna vertical. To me, you're about a peaking 5 and 5 to me. You're peaking 5 and 5, Steve. How do you copy? KA2ABA, this is M0 JCF.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm trying to make sure I got it. Is it Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot? Is that correct?
Yeah, QSL, Steve, QSL, when you peaked 5 and 7 that time. QSL, that is correct.
Okay, you peaked at 5 and 3. That's sorry about the got to put some launch up there now. Already on this band. A little bit of noise over here. Almost non-stop noise across New York. Storm after storm. Yet another storm doing here sometime tonight, Thursday with a bit of cold, a bit of fall. Anyway, 5 and 3 here in New York.
Yeah, QSL, thanks for the 5 and 3, Steve. So long as we can hear each other, I don't worry too much about numbers. Thanks for the weather report. Yeah, here we've got typical English weather now. It's just raining. It has been raining all night and there's been raining all morning. For the last week, we've had snow in the southeast of England, and it's been very, very cold. It's been minus figures for most of the week. Now I know where you are, that's not unusual, but for us it is quite unusual. But yeah, today we've got wind, we've got rain, we've got very English weather. But say last week it was quite Arctic, we had lots of frost, lots of snow, but that's all gone now. That was all blown away. But yeah, great to get you in the logbook on 12 meters, Steve. I quite often come on this band. It's very small and sometimes it can be very crowded with Europeans, especially if there's a sporadic E-lift. But today, as you say, very quiet, and I heard you calling and I had to wait a minute or so for your call sign to actually come up out of the noise, and then once you was above Santiago 3 or 4, it was very clear. So you hadn't got a bad audio either. So back to you, KA2ABA, this is M0 JCF. Cheers, Steve.
Okay, Mark, very good. Thank you much for stopping by. Mark 0, JCF. I'm in western New York, a little town called the Bath, western part of New York State. Mark. Well, let me look up right now it's a minus 4 degrees Celsius. On and off snow outside, like I say. Been the snowing and sleeting and freezing rain now for the past 3 or 4 days. So much for all the information. I'm running my phone, let me see, 600 bucks. And the radio's a
Yeah, KA2ABA M0 JCF returning. Well, the 600 watts is doing a good job, apart from when the QSB comes in and somebody's also tuning up. It's always the way. So, Steve, I'm sure someone else would like to speak to you now. As I say, the QSB was just dropping you just into my S1, S2 noise floor, and I heard the 600 watts, but I think you said a Kenwood radio, but didn't get the model. So what I'll do, Steve, is I'll cut it short there. It'd be great to have a rag tube, but I think the signals both ways are sometimes a little bit low, and yeah, it's with people tuning up and that, I know there's probably a queue now of Europeans that want to give you a call. It's always the way. Steve, it was an absolute pleasure to speak to you on 12 meters, and I look forward to working you again when my signal is stronger and we've got more of a consistent signal coming from you. But yeah, enjoy the cold weather and the snow. I'm sure it's very pretty and very Christmas-like. Here, it's just wet and horrible now. It's just, it's a typical winter's day. Absolute pleasure, Steve. Have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I look forward to the next time. 73 to the whole family, old chap, and take care. Kilo Alpha 2, Alpha Bravo Alpha. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie Foxtrot, listening for your final. Cheers, mate. Bye-bye for now. M0 JCF now clear.